Welcome back to the video. Thank you for tuning in. Today's topic is going to be IOG's Academy. They teach you Haskell, Plutus, and so much more. We're going to get into it. Let's get it. So welcome back to another video. My name is Rich, and in this video we're going to go over IOG's Academy, in which they teach us Haskell, Plutus, and a little bit of Marlowe. It's not fully extensive, but it's enough to get you started. Also in the video, I'm going to give you some other resources where you can also learn some coding, more or less from beginners all the way to intermediate, and take your coding to the next level if you're really interested in this. If you're involved in the crypto industry and you want to learn more about this, the best way to do it is to research how to code. If you have children, I strongly suggest that you teach your kids coding. Crypto is going to be part of our ecosystem in the future, and it's best that your kids understand this structure and lifestyle ecosystem completely, because there will be many jobs that will require this skill set. And you should learn it as well. Very lucrative, high demand. I know there's always talks of people getting laid off or what have you. However, if you learn how to code, you'll never be out of a job. You'll be able to develop something, some type of tool, skill, something for your job or even your family. And you can market that out to other people. Anyway, let's get it. So IOG has launched a self-paced, interactive Haskell course right online for you and me to enjoy in an attempt to get more developers into the Cardano ecosystem. They need more developers. They have no problem trying to teach me and you for free, or even developers who are already well-versed in coding but may not understand Haskell. We can learn Haskell right off the rip. It may be a little bit more difficult since we don't have a coding background. However, this is here for free. And as you can see, the document text is not very long, it's very simple. But let's just get right to the pace. So here's a short video in which kind of describes the introduction into the Haskell course and what's going to be expected of you and what they're going to provide to me and you as we try to get involved in this course and try to take advantage of it as much as possible. All right, there's also a GitHub with the input-output Haskell course, which is right here, and it gives a bunch of information on the course itself and tools and information that we need, the homework, and everything else that's there. Right, the lesson plans, everything's inside the GitHub. If you follow the videos, you're going to get a very good understanding of what to do. There's also going to be information on how to interact with GitHub and so forth. Right, and then in sum, this course is designed to teach students Haskell from zero to everything needed to work with Marlowe and Plutus. The course itself doesn't contain content specific to Marlowe or Plutus, so if you want to use it to learn Haskell for other purposes, you can. For more detailed explanation, keep reading or watch the introduction video. Then it goes on to say, how much should I study if I only wish to use Marlowe and Plutus? In the outline below, there are clear stopping points for both Marlowe and Plutus, where we can deem you to know enough Haskell to effectively use the technology. To go through your interactive lessons, go to your chosen lessons outlined inside, what we'll cover. Then click on the button that looks like the one below. If the page loads with a 500 internal server error, just refresh it and this should be fine. At the top, you will see a console that displays the progress in preparing your interactive lessons. During this time, you can scroll down and look at the lesson that is displayed non-interactively. So it gives us kind of a very simple, clear cut and dry what's expected of you, what to do, and how to go about it. Right? It's going to teach you how to clone the repository and get you started 100%. in the videos. There's a simple frequently asked questions. I can't run code cells and VS Code instance. As of now, Haskell kernel is configured to work only with the binder instance. The VS Code instance is only for homework, mainly because we didn't want to encourage students to use their free 50 hours a month of Gitpod while going through the lessons. If there are any free open source alternative binders, there are no binder buttons. If that's the case, that lesson hasn't been published yet. When it is finalized and recorded, we'll add the button, and then it goes on, right? And we go on, it's very simple about how you should proceed and what's expected of you. And as you go through it, you'll get to understand what they're talking about. So as you can see, the start of the beginner section, right? Introduction and tools, the Gitpod, Then lesson 2 is data type signatures and polymorphism. Number 3 is condition and helper constructions. Number 4 is pattern matching and case. Number 5 is improving combining functions, and so on. So they've gotten all the way down to lesson 11, basic input output. That's what IO stands for. And then as you progress down, I'm sure they'll get to 12 all the way down to the end of the beginner section, then go to intermediate, which brings you all the way to lesson 24. And again, this is free. You get to learn Haskell, Plutus, Marlowe at your own pace. Then the IOG Academy has a YouTube channel, obviously, so that way you can have the videos to follow along with explanations on what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. So it starts off with intro and tools, then an intro to the Haskell course, and then so on. So you start off from intro, lesson 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 11, as we stated a little while ago. So they just did lesson 11 13 days ago. So it's still ongoing. You know, every month they're going to give a new lesson, it appears, and you go from there, or every couple weeks. And if you take another look at the whole channel, there's introductions to coding completely, Plutus Playground, and Marlowe. And if you follow in consecutive order from 30101 all the way on up, you'll learn different lesson plans. To getting more in depth with Plutus and Marlowe, from when scripting first started the year before last, 2021 in September, there was a small cohort of students that were selected to start out learning how to build scripts on Cardano in Plutus, and it's got that far. Now they're actually willing to teach all of us how to do this, and for free. So IOG, the Cardano Foundation, they're making great strides to try and teach the vast majority of people how to program in Haskell, learning Plutus and Marlowe, and all being done for free at your own pace. No one's rushing you, no one's asking you to do this, but it's being done at your own pace and for free. You can't get better than that. This is very good if you have children, you have cousins, nieces, nephews, whatever the case may be. Coding is going to be a major part of our lifestyles in the near future. They're going to be the #1 job opportunities available for all of us, especially in the next 5 years. So if you have small children, it's better you get them interactive into this now. They don't have to learn Haskell per se, but there is a high demand of Haskell programmers at this time, and there's very, very lucrative career right now. So if I was you, it would behoove you to try and learn this language, learn how to code in Haskell, learn Plutus, Marlowe, and you may have a very lucrative career, especially since Cardano is very new, very young. You have a lot of time. We have 2 to 3 more years before this ecosystem actually blows up to where it's capable of doing some great things. So don't wait too long. The present is your future. Don't let the past forget you. Another alternative to learning how to code is called the Free Code Camp. I have the link in the description. They also have a very interactive, nice website, right? Where you start the project, whatever day it is, section it is, and then go from there. They go from the very basic to more advanced, and you'll learn a lot from this website. They also have a very, very informative YouTube channel with tons and tons of information that you'll be able to obtain and learn how to code in JavaScript and so forth, learn how to build websites, and so much more. I'll also put this link in the description where I did a search for just free code camps or free boot camps in YouTube. And as you can see, there's tons of information. The first one that comes up is the freecodecamp.org, right? Which also have the link in the description. And you can learn so much on YouTube. Python in 4 hours. Also good resources to Harvard CS 50, in which they go over computer science. There's so much information. There's tons of information available right online at your fingertips. There's no excuse to get started now. Get started, learn the code. Let's get this ecosystem built. Let's build it our way. And it's decentralized, so we do as we please with it. And if you and a couple of your friends are learning the code, you can help each other. Develop your own little GitHub. Get a repository going, and you guys can build from there. Just upload to the repository, and you're making code as you go along, all remotely. You don't have to be next to each other. It happens all the time. These are how coders work. This is what GitHub is designed for. I'm sharing this information because I want more developers into this ecosystem. Plus, it's a lucrative career. You learn how to code, you have a skill for life, completely for life, and you're learning it for free. So I didn't want to overwhelm you with information, not just yet, but the free codes camp, IOGs, academy, all this information is at your fingertips. I'll have links in the description so that way you can follow along. Check it out, take a look. It doesn't hurt. Take your time and learn how to code. It's a very lucrative career. I understand you see layoffs happening, there's stuff going on, but you'll never be without a job learning how to code. If not, again, you can learn to code for yourself, make your own applications, sell them off to whatever company, industry, whatever the case may be. Remember that everything is required coding, from your cell phone to your car. I mean, all the systems, your TVs, everything requires coders from this point on, even most of our hardware. Take your time, learn to code, make a difference. This is it. So again, my name is Rich. Thank you for watching the video to the end. If you like the content, hit that like button. If you want to get notified every time I make a video, please hit that bell notification. Subscribe to the channel. Support your boy, Blackstar. Light in the darkness. Peace.